crack of dawn, Monday morning call. The six-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the crowd. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing every word to every song of the girl that's singing tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're the smoke that we're the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on, you're a little shy thing with a wild side. On a night like this, you just can't hide, cause it's time to live it up. So come on and raise your cup. If we're talking about memories, yeah, we're gonna make them. Talking about rules, you know we're gonna break them. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing every word to every song of the girl that's singing tonight. When the lights come on, the smoke that we're the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on. Yeah, we all the same cause we thinking the same thing. We on the same page cause we sipping the same drink. Here's a little something to thank y'all for showing up. Al Dean and the boys are about to blow it up. When the lights come on and everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing every word to every song of the girl that's singing tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're the smoke that we're the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on, your buzz blowing it up, it's going all night long. When the lights come on. You're a crack of dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong pouring everything you got into.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Packers going up against the Jaguars. With that, I get to say hello for the first time to our new commentators this year, as I'm privileged to welcome in Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Green Bay Packers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll give the Jags a first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Jaguars. Corey Grant, 52 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol.
319! 319!
First carry of the year for the trim down Eddie Lacy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
319!
On second down, here's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And for this offensive unit, Eddie Lacy, sometimes he even has the Auburn fans saying roll tide.
Now that's big right there, because for them to say that, wow, that tells you how good a talent he really is. When he gets rumbling, the field tilts in his favor.
Maybe I overstepped my bounds there a bit, but he's good.
Brandon, you never want to get in the middle of Alabama versus Auburn.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's going to air one out. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So
that's caught at the 25. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Jags are going to have a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Play clock winding down. Williams, the man in motion left. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because it's the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Hard throw, incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
On now is Jason Myers, 26 of 30 as a rookie last year. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So this game's not very far along. He's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator. What do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Here we go.
1st and 10. Here's Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. Room here to run. Touchdown, Jaguars. Corey Grant with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did, right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a first down carry. It's Lacy. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
One back is Lacey. Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. It's picked up by the rookie Miles Jack. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. And the play clock's running down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Second down following the run.
Here we go now. Blue, black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, and the Packers pick it up. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in. And the Packers get a score closer.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
So let's try this again as they come to the line to go for 2. They'll try and sneak it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. Ace, ace. Easy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Jaguars. Corey Grant on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. The extra point now coming from Myers. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Packers get set to go. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and 6. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 77 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
319. Jelly. On left, Jelly. 319.
Rodgers will throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to... And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Green
Williams,
90.
the man in motion
Green 90.
left. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll get to the... And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Slow. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Fielded just inside the 20. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Another pistol look here.
Green 19.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Hayes Pollard in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's Jacob Shum now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right on the 30. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Black 58, rail! Black 58, rail! There we go! Black 58!
In motion, Julius Thomas. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On first down, Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Lacey, 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A dump off to Lacey. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Eddie Lacy's build is one for goal line running. I know he's got a little more wiggle and shake than you expect, but this is what you count on, isn't it? Hand him the ball here and let him run over some people.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Ripkowski punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They come up in an offset eye.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
On second down, here's Bortles. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And quickly they get to the line. Bortles to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Third down and 12. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Time running out here on the play clock. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Shift together here from the D-line. They begin the drive with Lacey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On third and long, it's Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 47 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on third and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
So they're operating in the red zone. Now Rodgers will handle Lacey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up and make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Ripkowski. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 1st down, Bortles. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. In motion, Julius Thomas. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. He finds Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90. Check, 59.
Williams, the man in motion left. Play clock winding down. Bortles now on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. In motion, Julius Thomas. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Williams, the man in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. From the gun on third down, Bortles. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So the D-line's going to spread out. They start the drive on the ground with Lacey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And now they're in the hurry-up. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Rodgers with a give. It's Lacey. And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. One back is Lacey, and the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. He's going to get the football. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Rodgers with a keeper. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They will take the knee, and it means a great start to their 2016 campaign, a win here in Week 1. Week 1 loss, but it's just Week 1. Moving forward, how do they regroup?
Well, the coaching staff's going to go over all the game film. They'll grade everyone, and the key for
Your crack at dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. Your power stroke, diesel backhoe riding king, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. Then the 6-string circus comes to town.